We got another package from Rancho Cucamonga.
Next stop, Cucamonga.
And I can't remember last time we got one from there, what it was or who it was, so let's just find out. Oh, we got a VR glasses spacer set for the Quest 3. Now we've been checking out a few of these lately. These are kind of obscure, but what the idea is behind them is lenses are made typically of glass. And if you wear glasses, glass on glass will scratch each other real easily, real quickly. So there's several different designs to try and protect your lenses when you do that. There's ones that are like a phone screen protector where you put it on carefully and you iron out the bubbles. There's ones that are like plastic with its own cover that goes over it. Although if those get scratched, then you're still kind of dealing with the same thing, but at least it's easy to swap. And then there's these, which are basically just a bumper that create a physical space so that if someone has glasses on, it can never reach. We got model Q3 GB1, and they are just clip-ons, nothing in the middle of them. Rubbery, so they're like plastic with a rubbery coating on the outside, which is nice because it means it also shouldn't scratch your glasses. They also send you one of these lens covers, although if you've been with me a while, you know, these are not my preferred method. If you have nothing else, you can use them, but the problem is, that right there in a Quest is the proximity sensor. If anything comes in range of the proximity sensor, it says, hey, I'm on somebody's face and I need to turn on right now. That's what she said. But these have a cutout a lot of times. It's gonna try not to cover it, but the range, actually, and it's kind of upside down, so you probably wouldn't even guess that, a lot of times it's still gonna trip that proximity sensor. And especially since the fact they put the AMVR branding up here, now it's right over the sensor. So ideally, if you really want a lens cover, there's multiple different kinds out there. There's actually one we just reviewed that's like this with clip-ons, and then it has like blue light filters, or they can be prescription lens covers. And then if you can take those off and cover those with full light covers, and then there's no way it's gonna trip the sensor. Those are like 25 bucks though, so those might be a little bit more in cost. Let me see how much these are real quick. $23 on Amazon. Normally 26 on sale. There's an additional 15% coupon as it stands right now. So really you're gonna pay about the same amount for that other set, and that other set was definitely more intricate and well designed, but it also might be a little much, it's a little bulky, so maybe not everyone's gonna want that one either. Normally you can install these with your facial interface on just fine, but today I'm gonna do it this way so you can see a little better what's happening. I see it's got 4 little ridges around it that should lock in here. I would not describe that as locking in with confidence. The nice thing about the idea of these though is once you put them in, you're never taking them back out. You're not popping them off because someone is using the headset for something else or they're gonna be in the way. The idea is they go in and they are a permanent addition. Well, you just kind of gotta stick your fingers in there and keep shoving around till you find what you're looking for. They're in, they look, I mean, they add a little bit of flair with a little AMVR off the side here. I'm not gonna say that hurts anything. My custom facial interface looks like it's gonna go back in without any hesitation, which is nice because it does look like it's close. If you look right there, it's close, but it's not quite making contact there with them. And if I put it on, my custom facial interface lets me get my eyes extremely close to the lenses for the maximum field of view. I'll leave a link to the review of my facial interface in case you're interested in what I'm talking about there. But like even with it on, the AMVR ones really aren't making contact. I will tell you though, depending on your nose shape, it's possible it could, and especially where your IPD is at. So like this ridge is sticking out quite a ways. It's not impossible that you're not gonna feel it even though I'm really not, but it's big enough, it's wide enough, it doesn't seem to be affecting the field of view at all, and it's creating a nice physical barrier. So like, I typically always have a set of something like these on any Quest that I'm gonna demonstrate to other people, especially if those people are glasses wearers, because glasses wearers will mess up your headset. I had a set mess up my first PSVR almost instantly after I got it, because I had like a VR party, and it was the early days, we didn't know. All of a sudden I was like, what is this smudge I can't get off my lens? It was a scratch, and it becomes a blurry spot in your eye after it happens. You're not gonna hopefully be removing it much. It pops off decently easily, I would say, once you have it on there. And it's not a terribly confident install. The Quest 2 was easier about that. The Quest 3 really is made in such a way that it's hard to get things like these on, and you might always kind of wonder, did I get it on all the way when you do it? But they're there. This thing, honestly, is basically garbage in my opinion. The box is okay. It does have a nice little space in case in the future you wanted to like try and take them off and put them in there, but ultimately I think I'd get rid of the box. And one nice big branded AMVR cleaning cloth. This doesn't hurt my feelings any. I like an extra bonus of a cleaning cloth, and after all this, all the touching I've done with my fingers, you're gonna wanna be able to get in there and clean it up. My facial interface is designed for a face that doesn't have glasses, and if you wear glasses, you tell them that and they make it wider to accommodate glasses. Man, my facial interface is so custom. This video wasn't about facial interfaces, but we're talking about it because I do like mine. Unfortunately, mine is still US only, although they're about to start launching internationally, and you have to have an iPhone to do the full 3D facial scan to make it custom to your face, so it's not the most accessible. There's not a lot to do and review with these things. They're snapped in like other lens protectors I've used before that stay fine, that can be taken out, be put back in. So ultimately, I mean, they do their job. 23 bucks is a little much. If it's on sale and you found this video because of that and they're like 10 bucks and you're like, are these worth it? Any set like this, if people are using glasses in your VR headset a lot, is worth it because it may save your lenses one day, and that will be worth way more than the 10 or 20 bucks that you might spend on a set. But the real question is it this set? Is it another set? So what I'll do is I'll leave links in the description to like several sets like these that I've personally tried and liked, and then you can just check them all and be like, is this one on sale? Is this one on sale? And get a set that whichever one looks the best to you and is a good price. But ultimately, for everyone who has a VR headset and shows it to people who have glasses or you wear glasses, you need something to protect them, in my opinion. There are some glasses frames that won't cause that interaction, so you might have had glasses forever and never had it scratch, and there are some that will scratch like the first time. Protecting your Quest is the name of the game, and there are a lot of ways to do that. So I'll leave some links also at the end here of some other ones that I've reviewed before if you want to check those out too. But thank you once again for being here with me today. I'll see you in another reality.